This content that we're producing is really to add value to our membership and to try and give as much back to the members as we possibly can, including the nutritional stuff. I'm writing the training programs out as PDFs, so they'll be sent to you in the next 24 hours, so you can run your own sessions out in the, if you're allowed out in the parks or on the beach or wherever you happen to be. On top of that, as I said, nutritional stuff. Listen, this is for you guys to increase the value of what you're getting from us. But if you want to share it with friends, feel free to do so. In these times, I think it's important that we can give as much back as we can. So this is for you, but feel free to share. Okay, so today we're doing a base conditioning set. It's a 300. As we progress through these series of sessions, we might do some timed ones. For this set, we're just going to do 300 exercises, 300 reps of exercises. There's going to be 6 different exercises, so it's 50 reps per exercise. As you can see, I've made my chin-up bar a little bit lower. If you've got a TRX, think about the height that you're going to put this at, and I'll explain exactly why in a second. The exercises we're going to run through are press-ups, so we'll do 50 press-ups in total, squat jumps, we'll be doing Russian twist, chin-ups, dips, and what I call treadmills, but are actually more commonly known as mountain climbers. So, to start off with, press-ups. There are 3 different types of press-ups you can do. Press-up number 1 is just your standard press-up, hands shoulder width apart, up on the toes, chest to the ground and back up. So that's our normal press-up. To make that slightly harder and more challenging, you come down from the hands onto the knees and back up on the knees. And you can do this quite quickly. And we'll talk more and more as we go through this about the different types of training and how you gain more muscular strength. Those are what we call eccentric press-ups, or sometimes Marlow press-ups. And they're very good at building that strength, so in time you'll be able to do the full press-ups. The next one is squat jumps. So I'll just demonstrate these twice. I'm not worried about huge height, but what I am keen on is to get you guys as deep as possible. So you get what we call eccentric loading. You get low and then drive up and just leaving the ground. The next one is Russian twist. So here, sitting, and the key to this one is it's about the shoulder girdle, this point, rotating as far as you can. So feet in the air, I rotate this way and then back. 1, 2, so there and back is 1 rep, 3. The next exercise we'll be doing is, this is called an inverted row. So the lower the bar is, the harder this becomes. If you've got a TRX, the lower you bring it, the harder it becomes. If you're struggling with this, take the bar up a bit. We're coming underneath, palms go up, we come under the bar. You see there's a bit of give in this one. I go to straight arms, and then I'm lifting my chest to the weight, to the bar and back down. Okay, so those are our inverted rows. We have 2 more exercises, so dips on the bench, palms down. 2 options, legs straight, it's fractionally more tricky than legs bent, but the body, the back, should be as close to the bench as possible. And then finally, mountain climbers. So here we're dropping down to the hands, we change legs over 1, 2, 3, 4, so pair equals 1 rep. Okay, so that's the outline of today's session. I'm going to break it down into circuits of 10 reps each. Stick with me. If you're struggling on the numbers, drop the rep range down or come back to it later. I think this should take us about 20 minutes. Okay, let's do it. Starting with press ups. 10 reps. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10. Good. Press ups are fantastic for the arms, the chest predominantly, but also the core. Okay, Okay, the next exercise is Russian twist. Sitting, feet in the air, there and back is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The next exercise was squat jumps. Not necessarily got the order correct here, but it doesn't really matter. 1, 2, 3. So lots of eccentric loading. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The next set is our inverted row. Palms up. The further you walk underneath it, the harder this becomes. So the lower you can get, the more challenging the exercise. A little wobbly. The next set is dips. So, palms on the bench, legs straight, if you can, 10 reps. Good job. And then we go into the treadmill. So onto your hands, changing the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Brilliant. That's one set, total of 5. So back into press ups, 10 reps please. Ten press ups, 10 Russian twist, sitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll just give you a few seconds to catch up. If you're ahead of me, that's fine, carry on. Right, so next one is squat jumps. Feet shoulder width apart, low. Squat jumps. Brilliant exercise for the quads and the glutes. And you've got to remember, these are our big muscle groups. Big muscle groups means big calorie burn. Great, okay. Palms up, hold the weight, hold the bar, come underneath. These exercises, the inverted row, it's predominantly working the bicep, but also the lats and a little bit of the rhomboid. As we pull it in, we should be squeezing the shoulder blades, the scapulars together. Very good for, again, those big muscle groups, but also posture. Okay, dips. Palms down, hands over the way. 10, 2, 3, 4. Ten of them, down to your hands, treadmills, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. That's 2 rounds done. So now we're back to the top with our press ups, 10 reps. The next round will be squats, squat jumps. And then we're going to Russian twist followed by the rows. So the Russian twist, there's two reasons for doing a core exercise within a high intensity circuit. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One reason is that it locks up the core. So if you imagine I'm exhausted, you know, to imagine you're then suppressing the diaphragm, so you can't get quite as much oxygen in while we do the Russian twist. So it pushes up those fitness gains even higher. Back into the row. That's good. And the other reason to do them is they, particularly Russian twist, they not only work the rec fem, the middle of the abs, but they work the obliques, that rotational movement. Back onto the bench, 10 more. And our treadmills. Good job. So that's 3 seconds done, 2 left. Kicking off press ups. Flip over. I'll just give you a second to catch up on those. Russian twist. Into the squat jumps. Into our inverted row. Palms up, biceps and lats. As you can see on that last set, I bent the knees. It just makes life a little bit easier. There's no harm in, provided you're doing the exercise correctly, in making the set a little bit easier. Okay, dips. Hands down, 10 reps. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Really good job. It's at this point in any of our sessions, we're reaching the middle, the end. You need lots of positive self-talk. I can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Okay, that's 4 rounds done. 1 left. So, Final set of press-ups. I think we'll rush and twist. Last 10 of those, I'll let you catch up on these press-ups. Feet up, rush and twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then squat jumps. Hopefully you can see. Hopefully you can see that we're working through all the different muscle groups in the body, from the calves on those squat jumps, the quads and glutes, the chest and triceps on the press-ups, the abs and the obliques as we do the rotations, the biceps and the back when we're doing the inverted rows, talking weight. It's getting longer and longer, those ropes as they carry on. Final 2 exercises, dips. Dips, good job. And treadmills, or amplifiers. Well done, team. Stand tall, pull the shoulder blades back, enjoy that moment. I'm now going to just do a 5-minute stretch. You're welcome to join in, or if you need to head off, please do, but we'll just do our usual 1 element stretch. So starting off, reaching up as high as you can. And the legs go wide, rolling forward until the forehead is near the floor. From this position, put both hands down and go into a down dog. We're trying to keep the legs, get a stretch out of the hamstrings in the back. And then hips go low, draw the shoulder blades together, chin high. Right knee, left wrist, drop into a glute stretch. And a good question is why do we stretch? Change legs. Why do we stretch after training? There's been a lot of research and studies on this, and it appears, and this actually is evidence and research that's been out for 20 years, but it appears that the benefits from a muscular perspective are pretty limited. So here we're doing a hip flexor stretch. Hand goes high, and you rotate away from that back leg. That's good. Tall again, front leg straight. And the reason it's limited is because we don't fully, or the muscles rather, are already working through their full range of motion at the point where you're warm, you're mobile, everything's dynamic. Onto the other knee, drive forward, kneeling side high, twisting. The best time if you want to increase your muscle length, to increase mobility, the best time to stretch is in the morning or when you've not been doing exercise, so when the muscles are colder and shorter. Now, there are some benefits, there's no doubt, about stretching after the training session. It makes you, I think it helps you feel better, it helps bring the heart rate down gently, which is, there's a lot of evidence on the benefits of that. But it doesn't stop the soreness and the pain the next day. What's happening there, and the reason this session was relatively low intensity, is when you get pain the next day, that's because you've done little bits of damage to your muscle fibre. So we'll just do a quad stretch here. And the next day the muscle aches because of that, it's repairing itself, but it aches. And it's nothing to be concerned about. But the stretching post-session actually has no effect on that delayed onset muscle soreness. Yeah, but anyway, it's quite a nice thing to do, just to relax you, bring the heart rate down. To finish, we always finish with a bit of mindfulness. So standing tall, hands on the back of the head, lift the back of the head high. 3 or 4 long, slow, mindful breaths. Breathing in for 3 seconds and out for 6 seconds. Try and empty the brain and mind of anything that's happening. Well done, guys. I'll be out tomorrow. Very much looking forward to seeing you there.